The sky above Washington, D.C. was cloaked in the gray hues of a winter afternoon, casting a somber mood over the city. It was January 29, 2025, a day that would soon be etched into the annals of history. A sense of normalcy hung in the air as commuters made their way home and the sun began its descent, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. High above the Potomac River, two aircraft shared the airspace, an American Airlines regional jet, a Bombardier CRJ-700, and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter, a Sikorsky UH-60, on a routine training mission. Both aircraft were unaware of the impending disaster. In a horrifying instant, the unthinkable occurred. The two aircraft collided, creating a catastrophic scene in the sky. The impact sent shockwaves through the air, a sickening crunch echoing across the serene waters below, shattering the calm of the winter afternoon. Debris rained down upon the unsuspecting river, marking the beginning of a tragedy that would forever scar the nation's capital and its people. Witnesses watched in horror as the mangled remnants of the two aircraft plunged into the icy depths of the Potomac, their lives changed in an instant. The tranquil waters, reflecting the twilight sky just moments before, were now marred by a growing slick of fuel and debris, a stark contrast to the peaceful scene that had existed moments earlier. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, their sirens a grim symphony against the backdrop of the unfolding disaster, their urgency palpable. Boats scoured the surface, desperately searching for survivors, their efforts relentless despite the overwhelming odds. Hope, however, dwindled with each passing moment, as the reality of the situation became increasingly clear. The collision, as later confirmed, had claimed the lives of all 67 souls aboard both aircraft, a devastating loss. 64 passengers and crew on the plane, and 3 soldiers on the helicopter, perished that day, leaving behind grieving families and a heartbroken nation. The crash of Flight 547 and the Black Hawk helicopter was not merely an accident, it was a national tragedy, the deadliest U.S. air disaster in nearly a quarter century, a somber reminder of the fragility of life. The nation mourned, united in grief for the lives lost and the families forever shattered, a collective sorrow that transcended boundaries. Yet, even as the nation grappled with the enormity of the loss, a different kind of operation was already underway, one of unprecedented scale and complexity, aimed at bringing closure to the tragedy. It was a mission that would demand the very best of human ingenuity, determination, and resilience. The recovery of the wreckage from the icy depths of the Potomac, a task as daunting as it was necessary. The news of the crash spread like wildfire, casting a pall over the nation, leaving everyone in a state of shock and disbelief. Images of the wreckage, twisted and broken, dominated news cycles, a stark visual of the tragedy that had unfolded. The faces of the victims, young and old, filled television screens, each one a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the suddenness with which it can be taken away. Families and friends of those lost grappled with the devastating news, their worlds irrevocably altered, struggling to comprehend the magnitude of their loss. The collective grief was palpable, a heavy weight settling upon the hearts of a nation united in sorrow, as people came together to mourn and remember. Among the victims were members of the figure skating community, a poignant reminder of the indiscriminate nature of tragedy, affecting people from all walks of life. 28 individuals, including 11 young skaters aged 11 to 16 and 4 coaches, were returning from a development camp, their dreams and aspirations cut short in an instant. The loss of these young athletes on the cusp of greatness resonated deeply, a stark symbol of potential extinguished and futures unfulfilled. The nation mourned the loss of these rising stars and the experienced coaches who nurtured their talents, recognizing the void left in their absence. Among the victims were Vadim Naumov and Evgenia Shishkova, 1994 pairs world champions, their legacy in the sport forever intertwined with the tragedy, leaving an indelible mark on the community. Their absence left a void in the figure skating world, a poignant reminder of the ephemeral nature of life and the enduring power of human connection as the community struggled to move forward. The crash served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of life, the shared human experience that transcends borders and backgrounds, uniting people in their grief. In the face of such immense loss, differences faded into the background, replaced by a shared sense of grief and a yearning for understanding and connection. The nation grieved together, finding solace in shared memories, acts of kindness, and the knowledge that they were not alone in their sorrow, drawing strength from one another. As the nation mourned, a different kind of operation was already underway beneath the surface of the Potomac. The task at hand was monumental: to recover the wreckage of the two aircraft, a somber duty made even more challenging by the icy waters and the sheer scale of the debris field. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, renowned for their expertise in engineering and disaster response, were tasked with leading this unprecedented operation, a mission that would test their skills and resolve. The Corps of Engineers faced a daunting challenge. The wreckage lay scattered across a wide area of the riverbed, some sections submerged in over 50 feet of murky water, making visibility a constant issue. The frigid temperatures, the strong currents of the Potomac, and the potential for hazardous materials within the debris field all pose significant risks to the recovery teams. Yet, despite the enormity of the task, the Corps of Engineers approached the operation with unwavering resolve. Pre-staging for the operation began on January 31st, just 2 days after the tragedy. Crews worked tirelessly, assembling cranes, barges, and other specialized equipment along the banks of the Potomac. Divers, their faces etched with a somber determination, prepared to brave the icy depths, their movements precise and practiced, honed through countless hours of training. Every action was a testament to their training, their dedication to bringing closure to the families of the victims, and their unwavering commitment to honoring the memory of those lost. The recovery operation was a logistical ballet of precision and coordination. Teams worked around the clock, battling fatigue and the elements, their efforts fueled by a shared sense of duty and a deep respect for the gravity of their task. The eyes of the nation, indeed the world, were upon them, watching as they meticulously pieced together the remnants of a tragedy, searching for answers amidst the wreckage, hoping to uncover the truth behind the disaster. Time was of the essence. The longer the wreckage remained submerged, the greater the risk of further damage and the loss of vital evidence. The icy waters of the Potomac River posed a constant challenge, numbing the divers' fingers and limiting their time underwater. The currents, strong and unpredictable, threatened to shift the debris field, potentially scattering vital pieces of evidence across a wider area. Divers, working in pairs, braved the frigid depths, their movements methodical and deliberate. Visibility was limited, the murky water obscuring their vision. They relied on their training, their senses heightened, their hands tracing the contours of mangled metal, searching for the aircraft's black boxes, those vital recorders that held the key to understanding the final moments of the flight. Above the surface, cranes groaned under the weight of recovered debris. Barges, laden with twisted metal and personal belongings, ferried their somber cargo to a secure facility at Reagan National Airport. There, investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, waited, eager to begin their painstaking analysis of the wreckage, their every action scrutinized, their findings eagerly anticipated by a nation desperate for answers. The pressure was immense. The world watched as the recovery operation unfolded, a poignant reminder of the human cost of such tragedies. Yet, amidst the chaos and the heartbreak, there was a sense of purpose, a shared determination to honor the victims by uncovering the truth, no matter how difficult that truth may be to confront. So, you see, the wreck removal operation is like putting together a giant, complex puzzle. Each piece, every fragment, plays a crucial role in the overall picture. It's not just about removing debris, it's about understanding how each part fits into the whole. And, well, that takes a lot of expertise and precision. The team works meticulously, ensuring that nothing is left behind, and every step is carefully planned and executed. It's a painstaking process, but ultimately, it's incredibly rewarding to see the puzzle come together. In the vast expanse of ice, shadows stretch long and foreboding. The silence is almost deafening, broken only by the occasional crack of shifting ice. Here in this desolate landscape, every step is a reminder of the fragility of life and the power of nature. The journey to uncover the truth is never straightforward. It's a path fraught with obstacles and unexpected turns. But with each challenge, we grow closer to understanding, inching our way toward the answers we seek. Persistence and resilience are our guiding stars on this long road. Change is the only constant in the world of ice and snow. The winds shift, bringing new challenges and opportunities. Adaptation is key, as we navigate through the ever-changing landscape. Embracing these shifts allows us to move forward even when the path is uncertain. The harsh environment teaches us lessons etched in sorrow. Each loss, each hardship leaves an indelible mark on our souls. But from this sorrow we find strength and wisdom. We learn to cherish the moments of triumph and to respect the unforgiving nature of the world we inhabit.